The concept of Magician Impossible came from my want and, I suppose, need to try and push magic forward. You know, I've been performing magic since I was like 11 years old. But the way that magic was presented when I was younger, you know, watching people, you know, getting inspired by them, was a little bit too old-fashioned. If I was to go out there and start performing the way I'd watched other performers perform, then I'd probably be ridiculed, especially by the friends in the area I grew up in. So I wanted to make it relevant for a start, you know, people my own age. It had to be visual so that even without words, you know, you could understand what was happening. You know, it needed to be, I suppose, magic that you've never seen before. There's a lot of things in the show which I think people would have laughed at me when I first said the concept to them. Like, you know, people never believed that I'd be able to walk across the River Thames. I've been talking about that for the last 6 years. And, you know, 2011 was the year that we, you know, did the impossible. I think the biggest difference between Magician Impossible and any other magic show that's been out there is, first off, we've shown a story in what I do. You know, most of the time you watch a magic show, and there's some amazing shows out there, not taking anything away from them, but I don't feel you really get a sense of who the person is. You know, people want to follow someone or want to, you know, watch somebody who they can relate to. It doesn't matter if I'm performing for a celebrity or if I'm performing for a guy in the street or a little kid. It's all about bringing people together.
How you doing?
Good.
All right? I'm pretty good. I want to try something.
Cool.
Just think of a playing card.
Yeah.
You got one?
Got it.
Don't make it an easy one.
Cool. Yeah.
I think I know what it is. I've got a pack of cards. I'm going to make a prediction. I'm going to turn around, turn one card over.
Yeah.
Hopefully it'll be your card.
Okay.
Just look at me again. Yeah. I've made my prediction. I can't change my mind now. The card I turned over is right there. Yeah? Name the card out loud.
3 of hearts. Dude, that's crazy.
I'm from Bradford, a small town, you know, quite humble beginnings, so I guess you'd say, and I managed to go from council estates to royal estates, and if I can do it, then literally anyone can. Getting Bradford in the show, for me, is very important. You know, I grew up there, and I'm extremely proud of my roots. There's so many people I know, you know, some celebrities, some people who just live in Bradford, who, when they get asked, where are you from, they say Leeds. You know, and I just think it's, you know, if you can't be proud of where you're from, then there's definitely something wrong, do you know what I mean?
Oh my goodness.
If I didn't put Bradford in there, I would be doing a disservice to all the people in Bradford who've kind of supported me along the ways before I managed to come to London, before I got to any of these parties, you know, before I got out of the estate, because without them I wouldn't be who I am today.
He used to go in for different things. They were judo and all this sort of thing, but magic, he stuck to magic. Played piano, we spent pounds and pounds for lessons for him. And then he said he wanted to go on organ, so that. And then we said, look, make your mind up, what do you want to do? So he said, I want to go into magic. So I said, well...
I said, right, magic, and
that's it,
I'll take you tomorrow.
You could have told us before we spent all that money.
I kind of forget that he's famous, really. You know, people say, oh, I bet you're right proud of him, aren't you? And I'm like, I am proud of him, but he's still my little kid, even though he's, you know, 29 years old nearly. He's still my little kid, and that's just how I see him, really.
My name's Johnny Farley. I'm a good friend of Magic Steve's, or Stephen, Magic Steve. Let me start again. I don't know what to call him.
I remember one time, first time we went to London, we went to Chili White's, and and we got to London on £70 with us both, and we had to get a hotel room for the night. And I remember we got in there for free because he had the gig in there, and we had like £5 between us, and we were proper skint. And we just sat there, no one was coming over, no one was paying any attention. And Dynamo just said to me, just look after my bag, look after my stuff, I'll be back in half an hour. He went off, I was waiting there for an hour, and he came back with about £400 in a pint glass. It was amazing. So that's the sort of stuff he does.
He hadn't changed him at all, not really. He wears nicer clothes, got a nice watch, got a fancy car. Yeah, he brushes his teeth, Marcus, yeah.
The response I get, when I go back to Bradford now is amazing. In fact, for years, before the show came out, Bradford's always had my back, but now, I feel like I've got the whole city looking after me. And, all I can say is there's no place like home. I wanted to take my magic all over the world, which fortunately I get to do that anyway because I get booked, to fly out to Abu Dhabi and perform, perform at parties in London, perform at events in the States. And I really wanted to kind of show that in Magician Impossible. In episode 2, we got invited on a road trip to Austria, which sounded like a really good idea at the time.
Okay, friends, get in your car, drivers. Start your engines. Let's get this show on the road.
The whole thing about snowboarding is you take a big road trip from London to Austria. There's 120 cars, the likes of Professor Green, Example, DJ IQ, Mr. Motivator.
How you doing, man?
I'm pretty good, guy.
I'm a big fan.
You got good taste,
There's
guy.
a legend right here, yeah? Mr. Motivator used to wake me up in the morning, not like that. Yeah. I weigh like 8 stone, yeah? It's not a lot. This ceiling's quite low, but it's taking the top off and everything. Yeah?
Okay, guy, I'm ready for you.
Just give me your hand, and I just want you to just lift me up. I don't weigh that much, so just lift me up. Watch the roof, obviously. So you can lift me, right? Make sure do it again so I can see the feet off the ground. Right? Now look at me. Just lift me again.
Ah, good trick. Very good.
Let me try something.
Money.
Money, yeah.
Money. Money. Money.
So, choose one, 5 or 10.
I'm going to go for the 5.
All right, take it. Fold it in half. Yeah, just like that.
Yeah.
And then again. And fold like this. So we've got the 5 and the 10. Yeah? Hold out this hand. And just close your hand over them, yeah? Turn your hand over. I'm going to reach in and pull one out, so loosen your grip a little bit. I'll just reach in here. So if I take... Yeah. Squeeze tight. So I'll take the 5, yeah? I got the 5, you got the 10. Hold it tight, yeah?
Yeah.
Watch. 1, 2, 3. Now I've got the 10. Take a look.
Very good. Can you make it into a 50?
I let my friend Jalera drive for a little bit because, it's like, you're talking like, it's a good 24 hours drive. And then I woke up, sirens flashing around the car. I slept with my hood over my face and I looked up and I'm like, wow, we're literally surrounded by cops. I'm like, what's going on here?
She must have changed lanes. I was asleep. I slept through the whole thing.
The front of the car is on the floor, on the road. I wasn't sure if I was dreaming or a nightmare because I got a call saying, well, we don't know what we're going to do, we might have to go back home because we've just blown the budget for the first part of the show. But as they say in Entourage, we worked it out. When I first got to Mayhofen in Austria, it wasn't what I expected at all. Literally, the streets were filled with people in costumes, like people with foghorns, like it was like stupidly loud. The thing I love about travelling and performing in new places is that there's always new things in the places to potentially do magic with. Up on the Austrian mountains, you know, I got the chance to work with snow. When I made the guy's ring disappear and appear in a snowball, it, you know, it just came to me and it worked.
Oh my God!
That's impressive. You didn't play that handball.
Problem is, when you start getting people to build snowballs, it's only going to lead to one thing: crazy snowball fights. And there was a point where we had to we couldn't film anymore because we were getting pelted by snowballs. I think like one of the actual sound box that the sound guy had on his shoulder got hit by a snowball and it was just obliterated. So when we were deciding which places to go and film, I had to say Miami. There's a beach, there's beautiful women in bikinis. It seems like the perfect place to make magic. Can I say that?
Nice to meet you, Tiffany.
When you've also got, you know, the kind of the smaller side areas like Little Haiti and Little Havana, you know, that kind of really show different culture out there, you know, and with that, you know, you get so many different types of people. So it's literally, you know, every bit of Miami is different.
No way.
It doesn't matter if I'm performing on a council estate in Bradford or I'm performing on the streets of Miami. The way it brings people together, it kind of shows you that it's totally universal. It's the one art form that really can bring people together.
So what up? It's Dynamo, and we're on top of the Beacon Hotel here in beautiful Miami. I've been joined by the man, Reggie. What up?
That's
and
what
you got
it is.
you got your peoples down as
Yeah,
well,
you
right?
know, I got some sexiness with me. You know, we wanted to just see if it was really real. We wanted to see what everybody was talking about. Everybody keeps talking about Dynamo. Everybody keeps talking about the magic. Everybody keeps saying, oh shit, it's just out of control. So we want to witness it live in person.
We're going to do that right now.
You know what I mean?
Whether you're famous, whether you're just a kid in the street, whether, you know, you're watching it on TV or up close and personal, everyone tends to have the same reaction.
Close hand in a fist. From here. Watch. Open your hand. Turn your hand over. Turn your hand over. Look underneath your watch.
There's so many parties and good places to go and film. You know, the beach is always full of people. Like, it's kind of a win-win situation when you're out there.
That's nice. That's deep, man. That's deep.
Yeah.
Very good, very nice.
Let me try this. These cards are all different, right? Yeah? Happy with that? 2 of clubs. Hold your hand out, please. I'll take the 2 of clubs, I'll place it there. Just put your hand on top so it doesn't blow away. Yeah? Put your hand on top as well. Put your hand on the bottom. There's no way I can get that 2 of clubs now, is there? I'll take the next card, the 3 of diamonds. So 3 of diamonds, 2 of clubs. Everyone can see that? Yes. Yeah? On 3, watch. 1, 2, 3. Now I've got the 2 of clubs. Take a look.
Man!
Usually, you know, I'll be on the street and I'll borrow someone's watch or their phone, you know, or I'll try use magic, you know, using something that they've got on them.
Wow!
But on the beach, if they're just wearing a bikini, they don't really have a purse, so there's no money. They don't really have their phone because they don't want it to get wet or covered in sand. Like, I think one of my favourite